Well, hey there, everyone. How you doing? This is Melody from FTS Fitness, and I have a full body strengthening workout for you today. So we're going to start with a quick warm up and then move into our exercises. For today's workout, I have 3 rounds or groups of exercises. Each round or group has 3 exercises within them. We're going to do 2 sets of each group and 20 reps of each exercise. In between those those rounds are groups of exercises, we're going to throw in a little cardio with a Heisman move for about 45 seconds. I'll show you the warm-up exercises. We'll get going with that warm-up, and then I will show you round or group number 1. After we do those 2 sets, we'll go into our Heisman, and then I'll let you recover with a quick drink while I'm showing you the following group or set. All you're going to need today for this workout, a set of dumbbells. If by chance you don't have dumbbells, you can use water bottles or mimic the movement. You'll still be getting some range of motion and working those muscles. A bench, if you have one, a step, you can use a chair. If not, the floor is completely fine, and then make sure you have that water on hand. So let's go ahead and get started. The warm-up is going to run on 30 seconds for each exercise. We have 3 exercises. We're going to go through them 2 times. So just so you know, I'll give you a quick demo of the warm-up exercises, and then we're going to get right into it. We are going to start warm-up exercise number 1. We've just got alternating toe taps. We're just crossing that body, tapping that toe. If you want to take it up a notch, you can add that hop, quick hop, or you're jumping the entire time. Exercise number 2, we're taking it into windmills. So you're going in that wide X position. We're going to go opposite fingertip to opposite toe, swinging that other arm back behind you. If that's too much of a range of motion, you can take it to that knee or wherever you're able to reach on that leg that's comfortable for you. And then finally, warm-up exercise number 3, we're taking it into a simple body weight squat. So we're going to go ahead and get rolling with that. Remember, we're in these for 30 seconds each, and we're going to go through 2 times. So here we go with those alternating toe taps, just tapping it out. Your chest is up nice and tall. Those shoulders are back and relaxed. Your core is pulled in nice and tight to that spine. And we're tapping it out from side to side. Remember, you've got that option to add that little hop in there or jump it out that entire time. That's going to take that heart rate up a little quicker, a little harder. All right. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's take it right in that windmill. So you're in that X position, opposite fingertip, tapping that opposite toe. Remember, if you're not going down that low, you're right at that thigh, tapping back and forth. Here, it's important to remember, again, pulling that core in nice and tight to that spine, taking that opposite fingertip, getting that big wide stretch over to that toe. And remembering to breathe in through that nose and out through that mouth. We're going to stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Taking it to that body weight squat. All right. In these body weight squats, your feet are about hip width apart. Shoulders again back and relaxed. Torso is up nice and tall. You're sitting back into that chair. Pretending I'm sitting down on that bench, tapping that booty and bringing it right back up. As I come up, I'm squeezing my glutes without hyperextending my back and exhaling. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Back to those alternating toe taps. All right, keeping that chest up. Core's pulled in nice and tight to that spine, remember, and we're tapping it out. Option here, you're taking it up to that jump, driving that heart rate up. You've got this. Windmills coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Catch that breath. Breathing in through that nose and out through that mouth. Making sure on these core exercises, these exercises where we're not moving quite as much, that we're breathing. Get that big, wide range of motion stretch at the top, stretching out those shoulders, that back. We're going into that last round of bodyweight squats. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome work. Here we go. Take that booty, sit it back. You've got this. This warm-up is almost complete. Driving that heart rate up, warming up those muscles, getting ready for that workout. You can do the hard things. We're shaking it out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. All right, I'm going to show you group or round number 1. I want you moving in those feet. You can be in a boxer shuffle, marching it out, in and out. Whatever you need to do to keep that heart rate up. All right. Round number 1, we are grabbing those weights. We have got 10 reps on right, then 10 reps on left. First exercise, we're taking it to a crossbody curl, hammer curl, exhale, overhead press. So you're going to cross that body, bring that weight to that shoulder, back down. That weight comes straight up in a hammer curl. Exhale, making sure to pull that core into that spine as you exhale and press. We'll do 10 on one side and then 10 on the other. Same thing. Exercise number 2. We are going into that squat position. You're sitting back in that squat and you're tapping that alternating heel. On this one, we are going to do 10, 2 to 1. So that means we're doing a total of 40 of these. If you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, you'll do 40. If you're sitting back and you're counting 1, 2, that equals 20. And then finally, to get a little core work in, work that oblique area, we're going into alternating cross-body crunches. Again, we are going to do 20, 2 to 1 on these, all right? Running through those 3 exercises for 2 sets, total of 20 reps. All right, so grab those dumbbells, something that's going to be challenging to where when you get to that 10th rep, it's hard to curl. Feet hip width apart, slight bend in those knees. That core, as always, pulled in nice and tight to that spine. I'm starting on my right, taking it up to that shoulder, hammer curl, engaging that core. Exhale, press. Awesome work. Working through this, finding that speed. That's challenging, but that's going to allow you to maintain that proper form. Your chest is up nice and tall. Again, those shoulders are back and relaxed. Remember that core is pulled in nice and tight to that spine. Exhale, press that weight up. Exhale, that weight crosses that body, comes up to that shoulder. Exhale and press. We're going for 3 more on this side, and we're switching sides. Looking strong here. 2 more to go, and then we're going to that next side. Exhale, press it up. All right. Exhale and press. Good work. We're changing it up. Opposite side, same stance. So we've got 10 on the second side. Exhale, press it up. Cross that body. Hammer curl and up. So big thing we often see when we're working those biceps and curls, which is what we're working right now as we do that crossbody curl, that hammer curl, is people will tend to pick up too heavy of a weight, or as we start to fatigue, you'll start incorporating other muscles to help you with that bicep curl. And now it looks something like this, throwing your back up, getting those hips into it. You don't want that. If you start noticing that, set that weight down, reset yourself, grab a little bit lighter weight and get back at it. All right, let's do one more. Kind of lost count there while I was chatting. Exhale, press it up. All right, set those weights down, but nearby so we can grab them again. Now we're going into that squat with those alternating heel taps. So we're tapping it out. You're down in that squat position. If this is too much for you, you can take it up, squat it down, tap that heel, take it back to that squat. If you're doing it that way, you're just counting 20 of them. You want more of a challenge, you're gonna get lower in that squat. You're gonna pick up that weight as you tap it out. Your goal is not to come up, not to come out of it for those entire 20 reps, 2 to 1. Continuing to breathe, continuing to pull that core into that spine. All right. Breathing in through that nose and out through that mouth. I'm going to go for 4 more here. 3, 2, last one here on these squats. All right, stand it up, shake it out. We've got that crossbody crunch to finish off set number 1. And then we have one more time through. All right, here we go. Crossbody crunch. So trying to get that full rotation, driving that opposite elbow to that opposite knee. Good work. Chest is up tall and proud. Side to side. You're getting a little cardio in here as we're working that core. Awesome work. Looking strong, looking focused. You can do the hard things. All right, we're going 2 more. Last one here. All right, shake it out. Grab that quick drink. We're starting right back from the top with that crossbody curl to that hammer curl overhead press. This time, I'm going to start on that left side. So, just a recap, shoulders are back and relaxed. You can shake them out if you need to. My chest stays up nice and tall. Core pulled into that spine. Here we go. Exhale, drive that weight up to that opposite shoulder, hammer curl. Exhale, pull that core in nice and tight to that spine, and press. Look at those biceps. You're looking strong. Good work. Just a few more here. And then we get to change sides. This is the last round of this bicep curl, hammer curl, overhead press. Let's make it count. Great work. Exhale, press. All right, we have 3 more on this arm, and we're changing sides. So remember, if you're trying to decide if you need a heavier weight, we have 1 more rep on this side. If you have the proper weight, it's almost too difficult to finish 1 more rep, especially as we're down to that second set. Here we go. Next side, feet are hip width apart, slight bend in those knees. Sorry, went straight in that hammer curl. Crossbody curl, hammer curl, exhale, press. Shoulders are up and square. Again, belly button pulled into that spine, protecting that lower back, making sure we breathe. Drive that weight up, exhale, and press. Strong mind, strong body. We just have a few more. Exhale, press it up. Let's go 3 more. We are almost there. One more to go. Make it count. Make sure you're using that bicep. Single out that bicep. Exhale and press. Awesome work. Weights are down, out of the way, and much you're using that weight for that squat with that alternating heel tap. Here we go, sit it back, tapping it out, 1 foot at a time, shoulders up nice and strong. Again, core pulled into that spine, tapping it out. If that weight's too much, you drop that weight and you're right back at it. If you need to stand to shake it out, you take that quick stand, you shake it out, you get right back into it. You are strong, you can do the hard things. If it doesn't challenge you, it's not changing you. We're going for the entire 20, 2 to 1. If you're counting right and left, then you've got 40. We are almost there. I've got 2 more here. Good work. Stand it up, shake it out. Finally, that crossbody crunch coming up. This time, let's change it up a little and go 10 right and 10 left. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. 1, 2, crunch it. Opposite elbow, opposite knee. Awesome work. Actually said 10, we're doing 20. What am I talking about? Good work, keep breathing. In through that nose, out through that mouth, getting that full rotation. Looking so strong. Let's go 3 more. 3, 2, 1, switch sides. All right, crunching that core. Breathing in through that nose and out through that mouth. You've got this, we're halfway there. Halfway there. Keep breathing. 3 more. Make them count. Feel that crunch. Exhale. Good work. All right, let's shake it out. For cardio, between these sets, we're going to do what's called a Heisman. So a Heisman is a step, step, knee drive, step, step, knee drive. You can add that elbow to that opposite knee, take it up a notch, you're hopping it out. Take it up even quicker, wherever you're at, whatever's challenging you, that's where you're starting this morning, all right? We've got 45 seconds. Let's do this. Good work. Remember, you have 3 options on that speed. You're starting at your hardest. You're starting at your quickest. Good work. We're driving that heart rate up. Shaking out those arms. Shaking out those legs. 15 seconds to go. 15 seconds. Keep breathing in through that nose, out through that mouth. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. All right, finding that water, taking that drink if you need it. I need those feet moving the entire time I show you round number 2. Round number 2, we're taking it to tricep dips. So with those tricep dips, you're using your bench, your chair, or the floor. To make it easier, you're going to start at that bent knee position, sit it down to the floor, come up. More difficult, extend those legs. If you do not have a bench, you're taking it to the floor, up on those arms, sitting that booty back. Those elbows are going to that opposite wall. I am going to switch this around so you can see it. All right, tricep dips, keep those feet moving. You're finding that wall. We've got side kicks. We're going to start with 10 on one side, 10 on the other. You've got a soft bend in that standing leg, holding on to that wall, coming up and down. Think of this kick as really 3 movements: up, out, in, down. So if I was slowing it down, that's how it would look. To speed it up, you're out, in, down, quick. All right, 10 on one side, we'll flip it around, and then we've got 10 on the other. To do a little core, you're going to take it down for that third exercise in that plank position, pulling that core in nice and tight to the spine, shoulders over those wrists, and you're taking it into a bear crawl position, walking those feet in and out, alternating each time. 2 to 1 on these, and that's our core. Again, after we finish those 2 sets, we're going right back in that Heisman. All right, let's do this. We've got 20 on these tricep dips. We're gonna knock them out, then take it to those side kicks. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna extend these legs. My elbows are pointing to that opposite wall. You're taking that booty down and back. We've got a total of 20. Remember, to change it up, you're taking it to that bent knee position. My back is coming close to that bench. My elbows are going out to that opposite wall. I'm making sure that I am not holding my breath. I'm breathing in through that nose and out through that mouth. I'm not hunched over. I'm nice and tall. My chest is proud. Let's go 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Standing it up, finding that wall for stability, or you can use a chair. We've got 10 on one side, 10 on the other. Let's go to work. Up, in, down. Taking it at your speed, at your range of motion. You don't have to be up in the air like that. If you're just hovering a little over the ground, that's perfectly fine. Whatever is challenging you, whatever position you need to be in to get comfortable with this movement before taking it up a notch or increasing that range of motion, that's where you're at. Remembering to breathe. Exhale as you kick that leg out. We've got 2 more here. 1 and 2. Let's switch sides. All right. Planting that stabilizing leg. Knee is bent. Here we go. Taking it up, in and out. And don't be surprised if one leg seems to have a higher range of motion or isn't, or is a little more difficult. Good work. Keep breathing. Core's pulled in nice and tight. We've got 2 more here. Last one here. Great work. All right, we're taking it down to the floor on the mat. Shoulders are over those wrists. Modification for this one, you're on those knees, hovering the floor, just walking it in and out. If that's too much for you, you're bending those knees and just driving that knee in from side to side. You can plant one knee on the floor and drive in 10 on one side, 10 on the other if you need to. Otherwise, you're up in that plank position, bear crawl, stepping in and out. Changing knees that come in first each time around. Challenging that mind a little. Good work. 22 to 1 on these. Good work. Other option here would be that you start all right coming in for the first round, and then you go all left coming in for the second round. Whatever's easier for you to remember, just so that we're giving each side that fair chance to go first. All right, let's do 2 more. Last one here. Good work. All right, taking it to the top with those tricep dips. We have got 20 total. All right, so I'm going to show you. If you're on the floor, fingertips are pointed towards that booty. Bringing that booty back, shooting those elbows to that opposite wall. Little bends. You can take it out a notch to make it a little more difficult, or you're going to be up on that riser, that step, that chair. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Stand it up. Right in those side kicks. Here we go. Finding that wall or chair for balance. Up, out, in, down. Finding that target across the wall, across the room. Hitting that target each time. When you find that target, when you have that target in mind, you tend to kick a little harder. Put a little more into it. We've got 2 more. 1 and 2. Good work. Switch sides. All right. Soft bend in that stabilizing knee or leg. Here we go. Exhale and kick. Remembering to breathe. Stabilizing that core so you're not bending over too much on that return. Almost there. Find that target. Hit that target. We have 3, 2, and 1. We're taking it back down to that 4. All right, those shoulders are over those wrists. That core is pulled in nice and tight. If you didn't last time, or you're alternating those feet or starting first on that other leg. Here we go. Driving those toes up and into that bear crawl position, stabilizing that spine, keeping that core pulled in nice and tight. Those shoulders are over those wrists, driving those knees in, working that center core. You can do the hard things. We have 1 more round of exercises to go after that Heisman, and once we finish these, we're almost there. Let's go for 3, 2, and 1. Great job. All right. Make sure those weights are out of your way, that chair or riser, as we get into this 45-second Heisman. Last time in this Heisman, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, side to side. So this is your quick one. This is the option to take it fast, but a medium pace, or you've got that step, knee drive. You're starting at the hardest and staying with it. You can do this. You're over halfway finished here. Halfway finished with this Heisman. 15 to go. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake out. Keep those feet moving. Find that drink if you need it. We are on to our 3rd and final round. All right. We have got a Romanian deadlift to a high pull. I'm going to show you front view as well as side view. So a deadlift, this can be a challenging move oftentimes. Most of the time it's because form is not entirely correct. I'm going to start from showing you at the side. Your feet are hip width apart, soft, bend in those knees. Those weights are in front of you. Hinging back to where you feel that stretch in that hamstring, bringing it up, squeezing those glutes without hyperextending that back. So you're going to take it down. Weights are sliding down those legs, coming up, squeezing those glutes. Exhale to a high pull from the front. My feet are hip width apart, soft bend in those knees. Weights right in front of me, sliding down those legs. Hinging those hips back, coming up. Exhale, high pull. All right. We're going to take, this time we're doing 10 of those instead of 20, just FYI. Then we're going to take it down to the floor. We have got skull crushers. So skull crusher is working that tricep. Shoulders flat on the floor, arms extended, taking that weight. It's coming right down by those ears. Exhale, pressing up. Option here, go to lighter weights or take it to one, bring it back. Elbows again, pointing to that opposite wall. Exhale, press it up. Core, again, pulled in nice and tight to that spine. Shoulders digging into the floor or mat beneath you. And then, I don't know why I stood up. All right, final move here is we've got a 30 to 45 degree crunch in the center. Exhale, crunch, go down, come up. You're gonna twist right, twist left, or vice versa. That counts as one. Coming up, exhale, back down, cross, and cross. That's two. Final round of exercises here. Make sure you've got that weight that's going to challenge you, but also not be too difficult for you. If you need to on this deadlift, you can always take it down to one weight. All right, so we're doing 10 of these. Here we go. I'm going to kind of stand sideways, feet hip width apart if you're using one weight. Sliding that weight still down the center of those arms. I'm going to bring my hands into the center. Exhale, bring it up for a high pull. Or you can just leave those hands in the center of that weight. Exhale, high pull. That weight is basically sliding down the front of those legs, squeezing those glutes without hyperextending that back. Exhale, high pull. All right, there's 3 of them. Just a few more. Hinge back. Exhale, high pull. Good work. Weights right in front of those legs. Squeeze those glutes. Exhale to that high pull. All right, so my range of motion may be different than yours. We've got 3 more to go. 3, you're stopping wherever you feel that stretch in that hamstring. If that's here, then that's here. If it's down here, everyone is a little different. We've got 1 more here. And 1. Good work. Let's take it down to the floor for that skull crusher. All right. On these skull crushers, we're going for 20. You can do this. Let's do this. Arms straight up, digging those shoulders into the floor. Exhale, press it up. That weight curls down. Exhale, press up. Remembering that core is pulled in nice and tight to that spine. Everything is pressed into that mat or that floor. Exhale as that weight comes up. Elbows are going to that opposite wall. Then coming up and right back at it. Great job. Building those triceps. Those triceps are the muscles in the back of that arm. We are so close to the end today. You should be proud of yourself, getting some movements in, strengthening those muscles, strengthening that mind. Good work. Let's go 5 more. 5, 4. You can do this. 3, 2. Last one here. And 1. Good work. All right, weights go to the side. We've got that crunch. So we're going center, right, and then left. Here we go. Exhale, come up about 30 to 45 degrees. Twist right, twist left. There's 1. Focusing here on that mind-body connection, making sure we're breathing in through that nose and out through that mouth. Building that strong core. Option here, you can take those feet off the floor. You can take them here off the ground. Really feeling that stretch in those obliques. You can take them up. Whatever is most comfortable for you. You can even set them on this bench as you bring it up and down. All right. As we're in this core exercise and crunching, you're thinking about having an orange or a grapefruit in between that chin in that chest to keep you from taking chin to chest and hurting that spine, hurting that back. Exhale as you come up, cross that body. My fingertips are just gently resting on my head for a little support. Make sure you're not pulling on that neck, on that spine. Just gently resting those fingertips. All right. I have completely lost count. We're going to do 3 more. Exhale, crunch it up. Cross that body. We've got 2 more. All right, I think the next round, I'm going to cut these back to 10 of each exercise. All right, here we go. Let's stand it up. We have got that deadlift to that high pull. 1 final time. All right. Feet hip width apart, slight bend in those knees, hinge those hips back. Those weights are going down the front of those legs. Exhale, press. Down. Exhale, press it up. Good work. We've got 3 here. 7 more to go before we move on to those goal crushers. Squeeze those glutes. Exhale, bring those weights up. Good work. All right, we're going 3 more. That might give us 11, but that's all right. Give me 1 more here. Good work. All right, down for that skull crusher. So we're going to take it to 10 this time. I'm going to give you a little bit of a break. If you're feeling strong, if you've got those lighter weights, by all means, you do all 20 reps. Here we go. Take it back. Drive those shoulders into the floor. That upper back. That spine. Here we go. Those arms are going to that, or elbows shooting to that opposite wall. Exhale, straighten those arms. Inhale down. Exhale up. All right. From here, we have 5 more to go. Those triceps should be feeling it. Exhale, press. 2 more. 2 and 1. Great work. All right. We've got that core. Final exercise here. We're going for 10. You can do this. Exhale, bring that core up. Cross that body, right to left, back down. We're working that entire center, upper, and oblique or side of the waistline of that core here. All right. Remembering to breathe in through that nose and out through that mouth. Again, those fingertips just resting on that head, gently behind those ears. Thinking about having a grapefruit in between that chin and that chest. You can do the hard things. We're going for 3 more. 3. Keep fighting. Keep pushing. You're almost there. 2. You've come too far to give up now. No turning back. Final crunch. Awesome work. All right, take it down. All right, let's bring that right leg up. Making sure to grab on that calf. Point and flex those toes. Rotate out that ankle if you'd like. A few times one direction, a few times the other. Let's pull that leg a little closer for a little bit deeper stretch. Switching out sides. Pulling that leg until you feel that stretch. Then point and flex that toe a few times. Rotating out that ankle a few times one direction, a few times the other. Pulling that leg in just a little closer. Getting a little bit deeper stretch. All right, setting that leg down. Let's take those arms up behind that head, reaching those fingertips to that wall behind you, then extend those legs. Imagine someone's pulling on your hands or arms in one direction and your toes or feet in the other, elongating that spine. Let's bring that knee in, cross it over that body, extend that right arm behind you and look towards those right fingertips. Taking a few deep breaths in through that nose and out through that mouth, bringing it back center. Right leg goes down, left comes up and over. Again, stretching and looking to the opposite fingertips. Taking it back center. Roll it over. Let's take it into a cobra stretch. Stretching the front of that core. Sitting it back in that child's pose, getting a full stretch in that back. Bringing it up when you're ready. Staying on those knees. Take it to that seated position. Let's stretch out that upper back a little and those shoulders. Awesome work today. Thanks for joining me. Give me a like below if you enjoyed. If you're looking for virtual home training with little equipment at your own convenience from the comfort of home, be sure to reach out to me. Your first workout is always free.